Welcome to Gold Medal Business, the place to be if you're a children's activity and sport entrepreneur who is serious about growing and scaling your business to six-figure success and beyond. We talk growing your team, growing your students and your venues, and so much more. I'm Katie Cannon, former 5 times British gymnastics champion turned 7-figure entrepreneur. Are you ready to get started? Let's grow your business. Welcome to Go Gold. I'm your host, Katie Cannon, for all of our brand new amazing followers, CEO of Gold Medal Business and 5 times British gymnastics champion turned 7-figure entrepreneur in the children's activity space. I like to share that with you because especially if you are brand new and you're following us, it's nice if you're new to the community to know who you're learning from, because anyone I like to learn from, I like to know they've been there, done it, got the t-shirt. I teach you from an authentic place that is not only just teaching you in business of what's working today, but also what's worked over the last 20 years of me being in this industry. So today I'm going to share with you how to build a next level team. I can't tell you the amount of times I get questions on how to build in this industry and how to build a successful, thriving team. By far, without a doubt, it is one of the most hardest things to build in any industry. But there are ways to systemize, to build that culture, and to really make sure you've got the internal and external systems working and processes to support you to build up to that high level team. Now, I want to share something with you. When I heard this, I was like, my gosh, that is really interesting, of the difference between a corporation, like a big corporation, and a small company. So when you're building your next level team, sometimes it can feel like you're building quicker than what your team is keeping up with. And that's because on a small business, you are going through in 1 year what most big corporations are going through in 10 years. Because you have got faster growth and faster turnover than a very established corporation. So that is why often it can feel like, I'm going through it. I'm hiring this team. They're not working. I'm going through the numbers. I'm going through the marketing. I'm going through the systems. Just as you feel like you've built a system, your business is growing and you've got to build another one, because what gets you to 200,000 isn't going to get you to 500,000. What's going to get you to 500,000 in this industry is not going to get you to 750 and beyond. So often clients that I'm working with in our CEO mentorship, they may be on sort of like, they come to us at maybe 250,000, and we're remodeling, we're restructuring their brand to help them grow to that next level. And the same, obviously, if you're a higher level on a turnover. So I just wanted to share that first and foremost to start with, because when I heard that a good couple of years ago, I was like, that really got in my brain. That really helped me really see to really grow. It's not often about your strategies, your team. It's about that next level leadership and how you're being to build that next level team. So always remember that if you feel like you're going through it and nothing's working and you're feeling like everything you are basically to implementing, it's not fast enough, it's because you're growing at a faster pace. So number one, I want to cover with you today, understand that people are with you on a seasonal growth pattern. So you are building your business at the speed you are. So if you are finding that people have been there, and I'm all up, I've had people in my organization that have been with me for many years. I've had people that have lasted a week. I've had people that have lasted a year. I've had people that have lasted 16 years. Everybody is going to grow with you in different ways and in different seasons. And it's okay to feel like that. If you feel like this person's struggling, this person's not where I want them to be, this person's not stepping up to the plate anymore, it's okay to make those decisions, to talk it through as a team, making sure you're obviously covering, I'm not a HR expert, just a bit of a disclaimer, that you're covering everything in the right way for that employee or that self-employed person. But it's okay to outgrow people. Everybody is with you for a different season of growth. As I said, some people are going to be with you for years. Some people are not going to last 5 minutes. So it's okay that if you feel like, oh my gosh, am I going at a different speed? Am I going too fast? Am I going too slow? It's good to be aware of that as a CEO in your business, because at Gold Medal, we're all about supporting you to be the CEO of your business, to be able to build a business that can survive without you, but thrive without you. And that's because when you start to really build that freedom in your business, that's the level where you're wanting to be. So number one, seasons. Everybody joins us for different seasons of your business. And if you're feeling at this point in time that you're needing that extra support with struggling to think, do I need to build that high level team now? Or am I okay at where I am and what season I'm at? If you're needing more clarity around that, I want to invite you to book a 15-minute business growth audit with myself and my team, where we will really work on a customized basis with you to really support you, whether it's team, whether it's marketing, whether it's scaling, to really get that customized support that you don't get when we're obviously streaming to everybody in our industry to really support them with their growth. You need that customization. So I want you to comment or drop us a DM, whatever platform you're on. I want you just to put growth so we can reach out and get that call booked for you. So number one is seasons of growth. Number two is creating that next level person. So I mentioned right at the beginning of our live today is creating that next level person and who you need to be to create that next level leadership. Because as I said, what gets you to one thing doesn't get you to another. My favorite thing, whether it's team, whether it's mentorship, whether it's marketing, whether it's finance, whatever it is in your business, you got yourself to where you are today with the knowledge that you've got. To grow to the next level, you need more knowledge in every area of your business. Some you'll have strengths, you'll have weaknesses. It's the same within building your leadership, and it's the same in building your team. So how are you going to do this? And how are you going to start to build your next level of leadership, and how to know that if you're in a season of growth, of change in your business for you and your team? Number one, it's looking at what you're wanting to create and making sure you're creating a next level environment. So making sure you're surrounding yourself by people that you can grow. Hence with Gold Medal Business, why we do these calls for you, while we do our mentorships, our masterclasses, because we're creating an environment for you to up level. It's making sure, number two, making sure you're creating simplicity within your business. But simplicity, not just everywhere in your business, but I want you to create simplicity on a bottom level of your business, but keep complexity at the top. Meaning the complexity of the business model is kept for you, the CEO, your main leaders in your business. You don't want the complexity to drift through the business so the people at the lower levels are feeling the pressure and feeling that complexity. You as the business owner and the CEO need to make sure that is kept in proportion, because one of the feedbacks I get when people are struggling to grow their team is they're thinking, do you know what? I'm giving them these things to do. I'm giving these challenges. I'm giving them the vision. I'm giving them the task to do. But reality is that person that you're giving it to is completely overworked, is completely overwhelmed, and doesn't have the emotional capacity to deal with the complexity you're given. So making sure the lower level of your team is kept super simple. We all know we can't multitask as much as we think we can. But if you can give someone a job description and literally say, I want you today just to focus on that one thing. Imagine if you said to someone, all I want you to focus on today is calling trials. Imagine what they're going to achieve. But quite often we might go, okay, I want you to call trials. I want you to enroll. I want you, this might be a brand new person. I want you to enroll. I want you to do trials. I want you to do all the marketing. Can you get those Facebook ads on? Can you get those group marketing posts, those organic? Can you email the parents because we're now ordering new uniform? Yeah, a lot. Okay. Now it's fine if the business is very established and you've got the systems and processes in place for that, and they're a main leader in your business, but not when someone has just come on an admin role, for example. So I want you to keep the complexity at the top, simplicity at the bottom. Number three, I want you to look at your role and really look at how you can create high performance in all of your roles. So getting really clear on clarity, getting clear on career, tracking, annual revenues and growth. Making sure all of those key elements, you as the CEO in your brand and the role in your business and to lead your team, making sure you're crystal clear on that. Because when you are, your vision expands, your capacity expands. Then what happens? You attract a higher leader. You're attracting a higher person for you, which will then you're attracting the next level of leader that you need to grow. Okay, number 4, I want you to look and see if your business is bloated. Not just you've eaten a big dinner, but if it's bloated with expenses. You want to be making sure your rents are around 20%. You want to be making sure your team, your staffing costs will always be the highest in the children's activity business, but try to make sure they're 50% and below. And what I mean by bloated expenses, you don't want your expenses so high that you need your team to operate at 100% all day long. Meaning, if you are up against it and your rent is so high and your expenses are so high that you're like, do you know what? If we don't bring in 50 new trials every month, team, we are going under. Because what's going to happen, you're hiring the pressure. What did I say? Complexity at the top, simplicity at the bottom. You're then creating so much pressure on a day-to-day that your team will not survive. You need to work out to make sure your expenses are around an 8 to 10. Meaning, if your team are operating at around 80% on a day-to-day basis, you're all good to go. Then on some of the days, if they've given you 100%, if they've given you 150, wicked. They're high on life. You are going good for gold that day. But you're not stressed to the nines as an owner going, why are you not 100% today? I need you pumping out these numbers. I need you enrolling these students. These classes are empty. We've got rents coming out of our ears. So it's being really manageable on your expenses and acknowledging. And if you are at this point, do not worry. Book a business audit with our team so we can dial in these personal expenses with you, because we can't do that unless it is customized. So if you need that support with finances and seeing where your business is at on an expense level, I want you to just put growth in the chat or in the DM so we can reach out personally to you. But it's knowing that your business can survive on a day-to-day and still make money and still be growing without the whole team stressed to the eyeballs and feeling like they're having to work at 100% every single day. Okay, amazing. So I hope you found that really useful in starting to think about growing to that next level team. If this training today has really supported you, I want you to share it with somebody else in the children's activity space so you can help them support themselves with their next level of growth and their team. Have an epic day. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you've enjoyed and you've really got some great benefits, please share with someone you know or someone in the children's activity space to really support them in their growth as a children's activity entrepreneur. Please hit subscribe so we can hit more people and get more great value to them. Thank you so much for being part of our community. It's an honor each week to train and nurture you, and I cannot wait to hear all of your great business successes.